Welcome to my ePortfolio for ETEC 590. My name is Brenda Curry, and I have reached the end of my journey in the Masters of Educational Technology program since my entry in January 2009. I used a Google Sites platform for my ePortfolio as I wanted to try a new format, so I hope that everyone can view my pages and artifacts without much difficulty. My tour starts here on my home page, and as you can see, my navigation bar on the right provides the links to my various pages. This page describes a bit about who I am, what I do, and why I started the MET program. You will obviously be starting here at my guided tour, and I provided the link here, as you already know. But another link is provided in the navigation bar if you choose to use that. At the bottom of each page, you will find two items: a link to the next page in the order in which my site unfolds best, and second, my reflections, references for the authors that I mention, and the attributions for any of the Creative Commons images that I've used. So, let's begin on my metaphor page. I chose the metaphor of a rear-view mirror because of my belief that it is essential that we keep our past always in view as we move forward. When I drive my car, keeping my eyes on the road ahead, I must always look back behind me with ever-changing, ever-expanding views. I've seen dusty roads and foggy landscapes, ice patches, road signs, paved shoulders, guardrails, and helpful people in my back seat, just to name a few. I describe my metaphor more fully on this page. From here, we will begin the journey with the views from the start, and the link is at the bottom of the page. I chose to unfold my learning by themes rather than a chronological order, and two of the courses I considered to be foundational road construction were 511 and 500. As I reread all of my journal entries from my courses, what emerged were big ideas or enduring understandings that I'm going to take with me. So here is my first big idea for 511, and my first artifact, my philosophy of educational technology. As you can see, I've also included a link at the bottom that will open the doc in a separate window if you prefer. For 500, I have included parts of my final project that I now see need some work: my survey and training plan. My reflection on these describes why I feel that way. Should you wish to view the entire project, I have included it as an attachment at the very bottom of the page right here. I also included my third research article critique, as I felt that I improved with each effort and this was my best attempt. So, let's move on to my next page, broadening my view. Here I have identified 3 courses that broadened my understanding and continued the construction of my knowledge and skills, adding greatly to the views in my rearview mirror. That was 512, 510, and 532. For 512, I have included my first concept map. It looks small here, but if you click on it, it opens to full size and a much clearer view. Going back and scrolling down, we move to my next artifact from 510, which was a wiki created collaboratively called Blended Learning for grades 7 to 10. To demonstrate how successful I found the collaboration with colleagues in this program, I included a link to one of the many Google Docs that we created, showing how we built an assignment together using various font colors and column comments, and always visiting Google Chat and Skype. My last artifact for 532 was my literature review, an improvement over my very first literature review in 500, which I have attached back on my Views from the Start page. So now comes the bumps on the road, my page of humbling artifacts right here. Of all of the technical skills I developed in the MET program, the one that I struggled with the most was video production. I've used Movie Maker, Photo Story, Animoto, and even Adobe Premiere. But each time I found it difficult to get my message across in a product that looked and sounded polished. 531 provides my first example. My less than stellar video is embedded down here. 565 was a challenge, as I was unfamiliar with Moodle and its HTML coding requirements. I truly did enjoy this course though, and the relationships with my colleagues that have continued to this day. But I am happy to say goodbye to Moodle in my rearview mirror. I included a link to my blog reflection called Reflections in Learning in 565A that describes my journey with Moodle. As well, I've included a link to an Animoto video that is pretty basic called My Digital Story. Lastly, in 522, I created a video to reveal my venture. Creativity in this course was not my strength. My video is humbling. Finally, we move to make sense of it all. Here, I identified the two courses that tied everything together for me and completed my views in the mirror. 530 and 590 are included here. I have attached a screenshot of my artifact, PLCs for Teachers, an online modular course for secondary teachers. The link is right up here. I've also included my second CMAP. I feel it is much more comprehensive than my first. Again, clicking on it brings it to full size. And here we are at last, the final course, 590. And, naturally, my ePortfolio is my culminating artifact for you. The very, very last page is my assessment rubric. As I am an Ontario educator, I'm not using the BC Teacher Qualification rubric as it is not a requirement in Ontario. So I've used the tool that my group created as I feel it addresses the criteria needed. So I hope you enjoy my site. I'll take you back to the home page. My rearview mirror is a very, very busy place. Thank you.